Good evening, everyone. His attorney called him a lifesaver, but a grand jury has slapped a felony indictment on Dr. James Corasanti for leaving the scene of an accident that killed an Amherst teen. News 4's George Ricker reports the doctor's accused of speeding and texting while drunk at the wheel.
Will enter a plea of not guilty.
Joel Daniels entered a plea of not guilty on behalf of his client, Dr. James Corasanti. A grand jury indicted him on charges of manslaughter, vehicular manslaughter, leaving the scene of an accident, and tampering with evidence.
This can bring with it a substantial jail sentence, over 20 years in jail.
It was the night of July 8th when 18-year-old Alexandria Rice was struck and killed riding her skateboard in the bike lane of Heim Road in Amherst.
At the time of the crash, the defendant was speeding. He was driving over the fog line, and it's our belief that he was texting.
Dr. Corasanti is accused of leaving the scene and later removing the victim's blood and body tissue from his vehicle and deleting text messages from his cell phone. He was arrested at a nearby gas station that night, but wouldn't submit to a blood test without a court order. Finally, 5 hours after the crash, Dr. Corasanti's blood was drawn with an alcohol content of 0.10, still above the legal limit.
Experts have indicated that extrapolates at the time of the crash to between approximately 0.14 and 0.21 at the time of the defendant's operation.
Dr. Corasanti is a healer. He saves lives. That's what he does day in and day out. And if he knew that he hit someone that night, he would have stopped his car.
But that's not the way the parents of Alex Rice see it.
The parents don't want anyone to ever forget that this was their little girl who was killed. Killed. An innocent 18-year-old girl in a bike lane, killed because somebody thought it was more important to drink, drive, and text.
Dr. Corasanti had to turn in his passport today. His driver's license had been suspended already. He is expected to post the remainder of his $250,000 bail tomorrow to remain free until trial. George Rickert for the 10 o'clock news.